I'm going to show you how to achieve the built-in wardrobe look with IKEA PAX sliding door wardrobe. It adjusts with the height adjustment. As you can see, in this case here we have the IKEA PAX wardrobe frame. This is the side panel, 236 centimeters long, and I cannot fit it in the ceiling as the ceiling is too low. I'm gonna show you how to achieve this built-in wardrobe look. All this video is gonna be in 3 parts, take you through the all installations, height adjustment, and in a part 1 I'm gonna show you how to measure correctly the ceiling, how to prepare the panels, how to measure it correctly. I'm gonna explain all the measurements, what to cut, what to keep. I'm gonna explain everything about the tools you need to use for this job, how to position the panels correctly, how to prepare everything for the assembly, how to adjust where to position the panels, and everything about the measurements from the panels to the ceiling. In a part 2, I'm gonna explain you how to put all this together, what to do before, how to prevent any complications during the assembly, how to assemble it, everything upright, all the adjusted panels, how to position the frames to avoid any complications, how to put the frames together, attach them in a place you want it to achieve this built-in look. And in a part 3 I'm gonna show you everything about the doors. I'm gonna explain all the measurements at the bottom, on the top from the hinge to ceiling, what is the minimum requirement, and the side panels. I'm gonna take you through the all installation in those 3 parts to achieve this built-in wardrobe look for quarter of the price with IKEA PAX sliding doors wardrobe. And let's start part 1 now. We're starting with the panels. So first what you need to do, open the IKEA box, take the long panels and measure it your ceiling. If you probably already know, you cannot fit it in. As you can see here, the top is open, the bottom is closed, so that's mean I'm gonna have to adjust the size of the panels. Usually IKEA would recommend to keep the 8 centimeters from the ceiling to be able to assemble it. IKEA PAX wardrobe frames on the floor. By the way, this is a slimmer frame, 35 centimeters, but this applies to the thicker frames, which they are 58 centimeters. So you can do exactly the same with the thicker panels. So first we're gonna measure the panels. This one is 236.5 centimeters long. And we're gonna measure the ceiling in all parts where we're gonna assemble the wardrobe. First on the side, you can see here is 236.5 roughly, so it's gonna be very tight on this side. On the other side we have even less, as the ceiling usually bent, 236. Watch out, the ceiling usually bent all along, as this is gonna be 2-meter wardrobe. It's very common, the ceiling is not the same on all sides. Here you're gonna have the skirting board. We're gonna remove it because we're gonna achieve the nice built-in wardrobe, so the wardrobe gonna flush on the side. As I mentioned, the ceiling are usually bending, so check all along where the wardrobe is gonna be built and adjust the cut of the wardrobes correctly. So here roughly we're gonna take about 2 centimeters off the wardrobe. Do your measurements on the side panels. You'll see I'm taking 2 centimeters off, and we're gonna keep this hole where the arrow is pointing. That's gonna be the hole for the slim dividing panel. So this part's where the arrow flashing gonna go off, and the other small arrow is gonna be, we're gonna keep the hole. We're gonna mirror both frames, the panels, the left and right panels. So check your measurements correctly. Tools you're using, this is gonna be the circular saw. So make sure your disc is sharp enough. I would suggest to do this only if you done some kind of cutting before. If not, it's better to call someone who is more experienced regarding the cutting the panels. Otherwise this can be a bit more challenging. So we're gonna cut the first panel. It's about 2 centimeters off the side panel, and we have 234.7. So that's gonna be roughly 1.7 from the ceiling at the moment. I'm gonna check that measurements in a moment. On one side it's gonna be more and less on the other side. Yes, this is about 1.7 centimeter from the top. That's the safe measurements for the sliding doors. Go easily in 1.7 7 here as well. Now we're gonna have this plastic which is gonna hold the rail, put it in. You see you need this extra space there on the top, so you cannot go very close. If we go like half centimeters from the ceiling, that's gonna be too tight. So this measurement is safe here. Measure it all along. As I mentioned, the ceiling can bend or the floor is not lining up with the ceiling. Probably gonna have different measurement on one side and on the other side where the whole wardrobe is gonna go. Check if everything is alright, at least 1.5 centimeters space between the ceiling and top of the frame. Here we're gonna mirror the side panels, so one's gonna be left, one is gonna be right. We're gonna cut them and mirror. We're gonna mirror them so the cut gonna be only at the bottom part, so one is gonna be left, one right. So cut the bottom part. I'm gonna explain you in a detail in a moment when I finish this cutting. So you're cutting exactly the same. They adjust the circle as so, and the be cutting the panel exactly the same as the previous panel, only this one's gonna be left, one is gonna be right. Soften the edges because they're quite sharp from the cutting, and if your disc is not sharp enough, you may get a lot of zigzags along, which you want to avoid, so make sure your disc is sharp as well. Here I'm gonna explain how is it left and right side. You see the top, there is this white tape still on, so this is gonna be the top. We don't want to touch that because we're gonna have a nice straight line on the top where we're gonna touch the top rail. So this is where the top panel gonna go. So this is untouched side. You see the gap on the middle. That's how the frame's gonna go. That's where the back panel gonna go. So one side is left, one side is right, and we're cutting only the bottom part of the IKEA PAX wardrobe side panels. So there it is, the bottom part here. That's how it looks. You see there is not the white tape because we cut the bottom part off. So we got one left and one right side panel for IKEA PAX wardrobe. I'm very happy with the tops. How is it cut? There is not much zigzag. It's gonna look like untouched panels. You're gonna do exactly the same on the third panel. Just place it down. Make sure you're in the right size. Take your time here with the cutting. Go slowly. You're not gonna have any zigzags on the top and the bottom. Sand it off the corners. I'm not using sanding paper here, but I'm improvising with everything. So that's what I have, that's what I use. And exactly the same we're gonna do with the fourth panel. Put it down the right way. Make sure you're cutting one left and one right bottom part of the side panel. This is the last cut on the side panel. As I mentioned before, this is a bit more advanced, so if you have someone who did this before, I mean any kind of cutting boards or the woods, or have circles experience with the cutting with the circular, so call the person in instead of you destroying the panels or hurting yourself. So be careful when you're working with this type of tools. So here we have two left and two right, so you're gonna have two frames. You see left, right side, that's how they're supposed to be. So you're gonna have one wardrobe, another wardrobe. This is important. If you cut the other side, you're not gonna be able to put the frames together, so make sure measure twice and cut once, or measure 10 times and cut once. That would be safer. Here we have the slim bottom panel. It have to be cut as well, exactly the same as the top. So if you don't know how much to cut, take the dividing panel, which the arrow pointing, put all the screws in, place it in, and then place the wooden plug this in, and you're gonna know how much to cut off this slim bottom panel. It should be exactly the same measurements as you cut it from the side panel. And you see the one hole, there's two holes on the edge, and the one closer to the side gonna go off. So you're just gonna keep the hole which is further from the side. So that's all gonna go, this one's staying. Here is a bit tricky because the panel is very slim, so you see I'm improvising here again. I'm just using those two thick cardboards from the IKEA PAX frame boxes. Don't go too much on the side, otherwise everything gonna collapse before you start to cut. Make sure you're cutting the right side. Position the panel in the right way, that's mean the white part's gonna go at the bottom, because the disc intend to zigzag a little bit on the top. So the bottom is usually clear if your disc is sharp enough. Don't go too close to the edge. This is gonna happen if you're cutting, then it's too late where the panel is destroyed. So make sure you're in the right place when you're cutting to be safe. That's why I say if you've never done this before, it may be better if you call someone experienced who can do this job for you, or who know how to cut the panels. Take your time here, just cut it slowly. If you have the table saw, that would be much easier, but here we just have to improvise. And I'm thinking most of the people don't have the table saw, so just gonna improvise with the circular saw. So just take it easy, go slowly here, cut the panel nicely, make sure it's a nice straight line, and the white part, as I mentioned, is at the bottom. You see, nice straight line, very happy with the cut. The hole is right on the middle, or almost on the middle, but the one hole closer to the sides is gone now, and we're gonna do exactly the same on the other panel. This is the one, just place the saw on the edge, make sure you're nice and stable. You see it's a bit wobbling, but I'm holding it with the other hand. I could go a bit further, but that's how I start, so I'm just keep going here. You see I'm going very slowly with the panel, as this is quite slim and wobbly at this point. And I want to make sure it's nice straight cut without the zigzags, because this one's gonna be visible, so take your time here. See, nice straight cut, happy with that. Hole on the middle, so I cut the right side. So you're cutting exactly the same sides on the both panels. One is for each wardrobe frame, so make sure the hole is about the middle. Soften the edges on both, and we have a nice bottom panels ready for the assembly. And this is gonna be end of part 1, when we prepare all the panels for the assembly. And in the part 2, I'm gonna show you how to prepare all the frame, what to avoid before the assembly to don't have any complication with the ceiling, how to assemble everything upright, all those adjusted panels, how to put them together. You see I'm working in very close space at the moment. We're gonna have only about 1.5 centimeters from the ceiling, so I'm gonna explain everything what to avoid, how to position the frames and prepare for this built-in look. In a part 3, I'm gonna explain everything about the doors, how to do the rail, how to put the doors up, how much space you have from the ceiling and from the bottom when you are putting the doors up, how to hang the doors, how much you have from the side panels and from the doors to the ceiling, and how to achieve all this nice built-in wardrobe look with IKEA PAX wardrobe sliding doors for the quarter of the price. And this is the end of the part 1. I hope you enjoyed. See you in a part 2. We're gonna carry on with this complicated job. Thank you for watching, and see you in a part 2. Have a fantastic day.